Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sarah Martin with The Contoured Chemist. So today I am doing a Get Ready With Me. I'm excited because this is the best bundle ever. So if you have not heard, the Gold Rush bundle, okay, will be an exclusive bundle just on January 17th in celebration of Maskcara's 3rd birthday party, okay? It is amazing. So I had to do a Get Ready With Me and show you how I get this look and how I use not all, but almost every single one of these colors, what I would do with these shades. So if you want to see it, keep watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and thanks for being here. All right, friends, so let's go ahead and get started. I am gonna quickly do my face like I normally do. I'm gonna talk you through it, but I'm gonna concentrate on these bad boys and show you guys exactly how I would use all of this Gold Rush bundle. Because if you don't know, gold is like my favorite color. Like, it's a color in my opinion. And if I could pick one bundle that I'm more excited about than any bundle we've ever had, it would be this, because this is like all of my favorite shades. I don't know, I'm just attracted to all the golds. I mean, how could you not love those colors? I love warm tones, I love gold. I'm just gonna shut up because I could go on and on. So let's go ahead and start with the face, and I will show you guys how I'll use all the colors in this bundle. So, okay, I've already prepared my Perfector sponge. I am going to just spray a little bit of the non-SPF version of Stay Spray. And I'm just gonna mainly prime areas that I have more issues. So T-zone and under the eyes. And then I'm gonna let that dry while I go ahead and prime my eyes. And then I'm gonna do my face first. So I have extremely oily eyelids, but even if you don't, I recommend an eyeshadow primer for anyone. Eyes are primed, face is dry. Okay, so this bundle, you guys, will fill one solid layer. They have not released the compact. It's a surprise. It's something brand new double-decker design, but you will have one layer empty to grow, which is amazing. So I went ahead and put my must-haves to finish my look in this layer so that I can actually put my face on, because this bundle does not come with any highlight shades. It's pretty much universal. Anyone could try it because it's just all the fun colors. So, okay, if you've never watched my tutorials before, you might not know, I'm a color corrector girl. So I am gonna go ahead, first of all, I'm gonna use a little bit of lip conditioner. So this winter, I swear, my lips have been so dry. So those will be ready when I get to that step. And then I'm gonna go ahead and grab my Buffy brush and my Mango, which is my color corrector. I'm gonna gently tap in, and I'm just going to press it pretty much in my mask area. So through here, you can tell I'm darker through that area. This is gonna give me longevity and help color correct my redness, hyperpigmentation. And then I'm also gonna use it under my eyes for those purple dark circles I have. So little goes a long way with this. You'll see that like you can't even really see it. It is giving me coverage. So I'll use my finger, tap in, and then just tap it on anywhere I need more coverage. And I like to use my fingers for around my eyes as well, because I am like purple through there and I cannot get to that with a brush very easily. So I will just use my finger and sweep it on and completely color correct that area. Okay, I'm also gonna use my brush for a little bit more of that and do my lids. So this is why I went ahead and primed my lids, because if I don't prime first, and I put creams directly on my lids. My lids are so oily that I will get creasing. So I'm gonna go ahead and color correct the purple veins on my lids as well. And then I always look and I'm like, okay, is there anywhere else that needs extra coverage after just putting on that light layer? And I have some blemishes. So again, I'm just gonna use my finger or even use the multitasker and spot correct. And sometimes I just have to put on a little bit more. So if you are brand new to this makeup, I recommend go ahead and perfecting your color corrector layer first. So you don't have it too thick, just kind of press it all over and make sure you've removed any excess. Okay, especially if you're using the Buffy, because this brush will, it's just makes it a lot easier to get heavy-handed with it. So if you're new, I recommend doing that layer with the small end of the blush bronzer brush. So I'm gonna flip it over to the big side, and then I'm gonna go in with my main shade, which is Sandy. And this is gonna go right over technically my entire face. So this is my main highlight, and I'm pressing. So I'm pressing this on, so anywhere that I added that color corrector, I'm not gonna move it underneath. But then I'm gonna go ahead and press it on everywhere to give myself like medium to full coverage on my face. Okay, can you tell the difference between those two sides? Okay, so I have added my main highlight, given myself more coverage. I've toned down that color corrector, so it's not gonna be way too dark. I've toned down that redness, and I'm now all matching, okay? Again, perfect all over so it is not too thick. You should never be able to feel this makeup on your face. This kind of will press it in, give it more of an airbrushed finish, and keep it looking like your skin. Okay, now not everyone needs a color corrector, and how you apply and all of that depends on the coverage you want and the brush you're using and all of that kind of stuff. So if you're new to mascara, do not be scared of all that. That is what my job is for. I will tell you exactly what colors you need, how to apply them, all of those things in my color match email after you get a color match request. So the link for a match is in the description box below, and then I will send you a very detailed email about exactly how to apply and what you need to do specifically for your face, because everybody is different. So, okay, let's move on to contour. So I went ahead and put, and there's a reason why this is empty, I will show you in a minute, but I went ahead and put indigo in my compact, which I know can look very scary because it's one of our darkest ones, but I love this color. So I'm gonna pick up the Detail Hack. I'm gonna get color on about half of my brush, and we're gonna go ahead and contour those cheeks. So it's dark, don't be scared. Pull upwards to blend. Okay, stay in that imaginary line, don't go past your eye. I have more videos specifically on contouring. I'll link some below. Don't be scared to blend. This stuff does not set, so you have plenty of time to blend it out and get it exactly how you want it. Okay, use your highlight brush. Kind of press it. Okay, forehead, you'll notice I didn't put any highlight really at the top of my forehead. I don't really have any extra issues that I need extra coverage there. And so I kind of skip that. This makeup's designed so you don't have to put you don't have to put highlight where the contour goes. So I just need extra coverage there, which is why I layer, and our contour gives coverage as well. So it just is like I have 3 layers of coverage there, which gives a lot of help for my redness. Okay, so I'm just gonna pull that down, frame my face, shorten my forehead. Golden. Okay, then along the jaw. Pull down the neck to blend. All right, where else can we contour? Let's see, let's get a little fancy. Actually, I did not put indigo is not one I recommend for the nose. I will go ahead and do it. I'm afraid it'll pull red probably on most people, but just for the sake of showing y'all, I'm going to get a little bit on my brush. Okay, pull a couple stripes. Whoa, to knock over my entire compact. Whew, that was a lot. That's okay. Blend it out a little bit. My dog is extra noisy today. I apologize. So do you see how it kind of pulls a little red, not exactly gray? It's because indigo has warmth to it. It's actually a neutral contour. So if it pulls red on your cheek, you need something cooler. So try Astoria. Okay, I'm gonna use a little bit under my lip to make my bottom lip look bigger as well. Okay, so we fully contoured now. So let's finish up this layer as much as we can. Next is the accent highlight. So I like to use the Buffy again. I'll use the small end, tap in one time, and this is what is going to bring attention to my eyes and really brighten. Okay, so I go under the eye all the way up to that nose contour. In that magical diamond. Do you see how much brighter that is than this side? Okay, we'll repeat on the other side. And I'm just pressing. So if you didn't notice, I layered my color corrector and my main shade under my eyes for coverage. Now I'm brightening. So 3 layers is a lot. You don't want to move all of that, and you don't want to use too much. So you can tap into it and then just kind of distribute that product by simply kind of stippling under the eye and moving it where you want. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so then I'm gonna take edge of the brush where it kind of is slanted, and I'm gonna go right down the center of my nose. This is really hard for me to do straight. Oh my goodness. All the way up between the brows, blend up. Look at that, I cannot get. Sometimes I'll use my finger. For some reason, it's easier for me to get a straight line that way. Then I'll usually do right in the center of the forehead, center of the chin, and the Cupid's bow. Okay, now this brush is really good to kind of press it in to begin with, and then you can use your perfector to press it in better, because you might notice you will get it almost sitting on top of the skin and it kind of sits in your pores. Now this is because this is such a lighter shade than my actual skin tone, okay? So it's not gonna just sit perfectly until you remove the excess and you press it in. So always when you're layering shades, make sure you're really pressing that in, okay? So this is the main step that I utilize my perfector. I am going to mainly press it under my eyes, okay? Because this is my problem area. If you have too much product here, you're gonna get creasing. If you have too much product and then you powder over it to prevent creasing, that is when you're gonna look cakey, okay? So you really gotta press that in, get out excess, make sure you don't see any in your fine lines, okay? Anywhere you have fine lines, make sure you are perfecting it out. Now I like to do it all over the face one more time to kind of blur those edges and then press it in so it looks more airbrushed, kind of take away those harsh lines for my nose contour, but then I really, really strongly utilize it under my eyes for my biggest problem area, okay? Once it looks good, I then use the warmth of my fingers to press it in even more and to make sure it's out of my lines before I set it. And I'm gonna go ahead and pick up my powder brush and use my vanilla dust before it has time to set again, or settle, I guess. Pick up just I just barely touched it, and I'm just gonna press right under there, and that's enough that's going to make sure nothing moves, okay? So cream makeup does not set until you set it with something like a powder. So I'm just gonna kind of press it very lightly anywhere that I might get shiny or any kind of creasing through the day. And that's all I need. So less is more under the eyes, just remember that. So we've pretty much used almost all of these colors. I'm gonna show you, I still have my Bella bronzer, but I left that space there for a reason, and here's why. So here's all the glorious shades. Let's go ahead and go over them because we're gonna start utilizing them. And I'm gonna go over the swatches so you guys can see each one by one. Okay, so the first one up is kind of hard to see, but this is Rose Gold Illuminator. So we have Rose Gold right here. It is a cream illuminator. And then we have Glow Cream Illuminator right next to it, and that's that bronzy one. Okay, so I went ahead and left that space because Glow is too dark for me to use on my cheeks. Now, I've seen people layer a little bit over their lip and cheek. It kind of warms it up and gives it that glow. And you can use it to kind of darken other shades. If you don't have oily eyelids, you can definitely use this on your eyes. It's really pretty, actually, as an eyeshadow. I unfortunately cannot use it on my eyes without creasing, but I love to use this. And what I do is I keep it next to, whoops, can I get it in there? Hang on. Okay, I like to keep it right next to my Bella bronzer. So you'll see Bella is our cream bronzer, and then the Glow is more shimmery. So what I do is I like to mix the two. Now this is definitely my favorite for summertime when, you know, it just, I don't know, it's much more of a summery look, but let's be real, I do it all year round. So what I do is I'll just put them next to my compact and I dip and kind of swirl into both of them at the same time. Okay, and then where I like to put my Bella is kind of in this C formation around the edges of my face. So over where my lip and cheek is gonna go, and then right there above my temple, okay? We just brightened all of this area, so just avoid that area, okay? So it's gonna give a slight shimmer. It's nothing like sparkly or anything like that. It's just glowy, okay? Okay, so that is why I left that space. All right, let's go back to the shades. So, okay, the next one is Sunshine State. So Sunshine State is this one right here. Okay, it looks super like red in the 10, but it's not. It's actually really sheer, but it has like gold shimmer in it. And no joke, it's probably my favorite of all the limited edition shades. So once it sells out, it's gone. So it's great. You can grab it in this bundle if you don't have it yet. And it is like one of those colors I layer over everything. So I will show you what it looks like completely on its own on the cheeks. And then I'll show you what it looks like layered on the lips. But it is, if you like a gloss on your lips, You will be obsessed with it, I promise. So that was, let's see, Rose Gold, Glow, Sunshine State. Just look at that. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, next is Georgia, and then Goldie. No, Goldie. Yes, I always forget the name of that. I don't know why. It's not like it's hard. This is Georgia. Okay, this is Goldie. Okay, so those are two of our powder illuminators. So if you've never tried a powder illuminator, they're a lot more intense than our creams. I like to also use them as eyeshadow. They're amazing for like inner corner highlights. I mean, if you like gold, you'll love it. Georgia is a lot more natural. Goldie is gonna be a lot more bold. I use Goldie more on my eyes than on my cheeks, but they're both gorgeous. Okay, I totally put these out of order from what it showed, but that's okay. This is Stardust. So Stardust is one of those shades I probably recommend for almost every person to have in their collection. It's just a beautiful neutral shimmer. It literally looks good on everyone's eyes. It's not so shimmery that you have to worry about it showing texture on your lids if you have more mature eyes, but it is like, it's just the perfect shade. You can wear it with any other color and it would look awesome. So if you've seen any of my tutorials, you'll see I use it all the time. So Stardust, and then this is probably my favorite all-time eyeshadow. And I don't think it gets enough credit because people are scared of it. When it first came out, I was like, I will never wear that color. And I love the pop it gives. It looks orange, but it's almost like coppery. I don't even know. This is Ginger. Ginger has my heart. Like, oh, it's just so pretty, guys. So Ginger, and then there's Gold Digger. So Gold Digger is pretty much like this same color as my sweater. It's just a nice warm gold. So pretty. And then cannot forget glitters. So I don't know if these swatches even do it justice. If you like a glitter, these are my two go-to glitters. If I have anything special occasion, I always pick one of these because they look pretty layered over anything. So which one's which? I always forget. Graceland is the lighter one. So Graceland is this one, more of like a champagne gold. And then Dollywood looks like Ginger in my opinion, but in a glitter form. And then we have Spiced. So Spiced is a cream eyeshadow. It is probably just the perfect shade. I wish my lids weren't so oily that I could just slap this on all over the lid all like every day, because that's probably all I would wear because it's the perfect shade. But unfortunately, I have to do so much work prepping and setting my eyes for cream shadows. They just don't work on, I have way too mature skin there. But look at that color. Oh, it's my favorite color ever. So, and then you probably cannot see, but that very last one is Stay Golden. So this is Stay Golden. It is almost the color of my skin tone. It's just like the perfect neutral base. It's slightly gold undertone, which I guess is why I'll show you guys what it looks like. It is like, it'll just blend in with my skin. But that one is amazing. 100% of the proceeds go to foster care awareness. It's just fabulous. So I think that was everything. Gold Rush bundle in the new double-decker design. I'm not sure what it's called yet. It's a surprise. So let's go ahead and keep going. Let's finish the face first, and then we'll do the eyes. Couldn't stand it anymore. I went ahead and filled in my brows with Trust and the Hotline brush, and now I can finish my face. So, lip and cheek. So I went ahead, we've already powdered, accent brightened, all the things. Let me show you what Sunshine State looks like with nothing under it. Now, I normally wear a matte shade and then layer glosses over it, but you don't have to. This color will give you like major glow factor. If you like a dewy look to your cheeks, you will absolutely love this color. So it's kind of like a natural flush. Remember, it's pretty sheer, but it will give you that gold shimmer when you move. Oh, I love this color. Have I said that enough times? I'm gonna be so sad when it's gone. Don't worry, I've stocked up. I cannot run out. So let's do the lips. I wanna show you guys, I went ahead and used indigo contour so that way I can, oh my gosh, there's glitter all over my brush. I probably don't wanna put that on the lips. Let's try this again. Now I have glitter in my contour. That's okay. Okay, so I'm gonna use indigo contour and the multitasker. And I'm gonna kind of give myself fuller lip and go slightly outside the line. Whoa. Okay, and then kind of blend it out. The natural edges on the corners and then go a little over right at the bottom. Okay, so I picked up a new lip shade. Let's try it. So if you guys have never tried these Maybelline Superstay Matte Inks, they're amazing if you like long wear lip colors. I'm gonna put another layer of the lip conditioner down because I have dry lips and I don't like the feeling of mattes on my lips, but I love how long wearing these are and I love the shades, and I saw that they came out with a bunch of new colors. So this is Revolutionary. I literally have not tried it yet, but it looked pretty. So definitely make sure you remove the excess. Little goes a long way, and kind of use the pointed applicator to line and fill in. Okay. Oh, I do like this color. So you kind of want to let it dry down matte. Make sure you don't get any on your teeth. And I like to apply gloss throughout the day over it because I can't stand the feeling of mattes on my lips. But once it's dried down, I want to show you what Sunshine State looks over this bad boy. So let me find my lip brush. Okay. And I'm going to use the multitasker again, and I'm going to load it up with Sunshine State. Much better. Can you see the gold? Whew. I like that combo. That's a good one. Okay. What's next? Illuminator time. Yes. Okay, so if you've never seen me, you might not know, I am obsessed with using the Perfector every time to apply my illuminator. Rose gold is my favorite. The new perfumes are even better because they are rose gold as well, but rose gold comes in this compact. So I just take my damp Perfector and I swipe in generously, okay? So this one I promise it'll show up on any skin type. You just have to make sure you swipe it enough times. And then you just want to press on the upper part of your cheekbones, staying out of any fine lines that you might have, because we don't want to emphasize those. And I just realized I actually did not grab the rose gold. Can you guys tell how much, can you see the number? This is actually number 3, my perfume. I hit pan. Ah, that's so cute. I didn't know there's a 3 in there. I told you guys I like the perfumes. Oh, and I use them as my illuminator. So you can add illuminator anywhere you want to glow. I swear this is what makes your skin look even more youthful. You can put a little bit down your nose It's more subtle than using the powder. So I usually put a little on my Cupid's bow, up on my cheekbones. You can even put it up here above your brow for like a brow lift, which I need as well. So that is rose gold. If you want to turn it up a notch, then I'd recommend layering. So when I have a special occasion and I'm like going out for the night, I will layer because I don't want it to like dull down at all. So I'll always put like a cream and then I'll layer a powder over it. It's just like the same concept of with like our face creams. We want it to last longer, we're gonna set it with a powder. Same thing, if you want it to last longer, set it with a powder. So I said earlier, our powder illuminators are very pigmented, okay? I use the Best Blend Forever brush. This end was designed for our powder illuminators. And I just simply tap it once or twice, then I tap off the excess. Okay, and then I go in. And you guys, it just like took it up like, I wish you could see on camera, a whole lot more. So, okay, that is Georgia. I'll show you what Goldie looks like on, whew, I am glowing. I mean, when they called this Gold Rush, they meant it. Are we done? Are we done? You guys, we're done with our face. It is time to set it all in place. I'm gonna shake this bad boy up really well and spray to set. All right, time to finish off the look. Do you guys ever like put on your full face and you're like, I look naked still without eyes on? I just feel naked. So let's go ahead and get started. First I'm gonna show you the other end of the Best Blend Forever. This brush, I feel like doesn't get utilized enough. So sometimes I'll use it for under eye highlight, but I really love it for those days I just wanna like throw one shade all over my lid or do a nice base powder for my lids. And I think Stay Golden is like the perfect base. You guys will notice when I put it on though, on my skin, you can't see it. So normally I would probably suggest this color. If you are anywhere lighter than me, I would suggest using it as your transition color, your crease color right above your crease. Obviously I can't because you can't see it on me. It's just like the same color of my lid, unfortunately. But that makes a great base when you just want to even out your lids. If you're like me and it's the same shade, that brush, one color, done, out the door. Okay, so I went ahead and threw in a couple others. I cheated, okay? I did throw in a transition color for me and the eyeliner because ever since we got it, I can't live without it. So I went ahead and picked Bird, okay? So these are a lot of warm shades, okay? Normally I don't want to say rule, there is no rule, but I typically, when I'm doing eyes, if I'm using a lot of like warm shades on the lid, I will pick something with some cool tones as my transition and vice versa, just so I have some kind of cool tones in with my warm. So it's not way too warm, if that makes sense. So I feel like Stardust is a little cool, and even Graceland has some coolness in it. But otherwise they're pretty warm. So let's go ahead. I picked Bird. Bird is one of those I consider neutral. It's got some cool tones and some warm tones in it. So I figured that would be a good option. Okay, so I'm just gonna start pressing kind of nostril side of the eye, brow. I'm gonna kind of press it there. Actually, I'm gonna switch it around. I'll draw it on so you see. Okay, that line there. And then right above my crease. And then I'm going to just fill that in. And windshield wiper in small circles until it's done. Until I've got enough. So slowly build up color. key with eyeshadows is slowly building. Don't try to apply too much all on your brush at once. It's just gonna lead to fallout and not a nice blend. Okay, so another tip for eyeshadow, if you ever get like a wonky spot or it's just not blending as well as you'd like, just put down your brush, either clean it with something that'll immediately dry, like our brush cleaner, or grab a new brush. So I literally have, how many do I even have? I have 3 eyeshadow everythings over here because I always have one clean. I always use them for multiple colors. Let's be real, I'm lazy. I don't always want to brush or clean my brush in the middle of my eye makeup. So keep a clean brush handy, blend with a clean brush. It is life-changing. Okay, so I'm gonna flip that around and I'm gonna add that color to my lower lash line because I swear it makes my under eyes fine lines look less noticeable. I don't know what it is. Frames your eyes without making it too harsh. Okay, and then flip back around to the big end and blend. Okay, what should we do next? You guys, this is hard because there's a lot of really good colors. I'm gonna have to do more than one tutorial with these colors. So let me show you Stardust. Okay, Stardust or shimmery shades like Stardust. I usually like to use the multitasker and I will actually press it on. So I'm gonna use this one, the inside corner. Okay, I'm gonna press it on like the inner third of my lid. It's gonna kind of brighten, slightly make my eyes look a little bit bigger and more open because of that lighter shade. Okay. While I have this in my hand, I am going to use some of the Georgia, and I'm going to use the edge of this brush and I'm going to add it under my brow to lift and highlight my brow. Okay, this is really hard to choose. So then let's go with, I'm gonna use ginger. I wanna show you guys how pretty this is. Still with the multitasker, but this time I'm gonna pop it right in the center to outer third of my lid. Okay, so just even use your finger and press it on right on like the ball of your eyeball. Okay, either one. The finger or the multitasker brush is gonna give you more pigmentation than brushing it on. When you're pressing, it's gonna give those foiled shades more of a shimmery effect. Okay, and then sometimes if I use my finger, I will go back in and just where those two colors meet, I will simply press a fluffy brush and blend those so they kind of ombre into one another. Okay, you don't want a harsh line between the two. Okay, and sometimes I even will go back into Stardust. Don't be afraid that you can layer these till you get the results you want. Back into Stardust, And you can even kind of add more right there, move it over, kind of layer those two as well. Okay, so you guys know me, I love outer corner drama, and there was no deep shade so I could use for my outer corner. So I'm gonna use Trust, which is what I use for my brows. It's always in my compact, and my Ride or Die, the Blend and Tap. Gonna simply tap it in and put it just on the outside corner and just right into the crease, just so my eyes get some depth and dimension right there. It's gonna add some drama. And I don't know, I just feel like it completes any eye look. Makes your lashes look thicker. Love it. And it doesn't have to be super dark or heavy. I mean, the same technique works with any color. I just usually would suggest a matte. I occasionally use one with slight shimmer like Kin, but usually mattes give more depth. Okay, you can flip around the brush, press that outer edge so it's blended. Okay, and then you always want to connect whatever shade is on that outer corner to your lower lash line. You don't want a gap right there. It looks incomplete. Okay, so that was just a little bit of try, but we step it up a notch. Let's see, what should I do first? Glitter or liner? Okay, so, which one should I use, guys? Or should I use both? I believe for my holiday video, I used Graceland. I can show you how I'd use both. So my biggest thing with glitter, to make it look more appropriate for every day, think less is more, using it almost as a brightener, and not just a heavy-handed all over the entire lid. So I'm gonna use my NYX glitter primer. Little goes a long way with this. You really just want an itty bitty bit, and kind of press it just where you're going to apply it. Okay, this gives it something to adhere to so it does not fall all over your face. Because if you've never applied glitter before, it can be messy. Okay, while that's drying down a little bit before I get glitter all over the brush I want to use, I'm going to use a multitasker, and I'm going to show you guys Goldie and what it looks like. It is so pretty for a pop. Okay, pop right there. You can kind of bring it in that inner corner a little bit. It looks good all over the eyelid. It's so pretty. So I'm gonna use the multitasker, and I'm gonna pick up just a little of Graceland, and I'm gonna layer it just where I had Stardust on both eyes. Okay, so you'll notice it's gonna give you more shimmer, obviously, but it's not so overpowering that you can see I'm wearing glitter from a mile away. Okay, then I'm gonna do the same thing, and I'm gonna add Dollywood over where I added ginger, and I'm gonna kind of ombre it over so it kind of fades. So right where I'm meeting the two, concentration in the middle, a little bit where they meet, and then a little bit where it ends. Okay, hopefully you guys can see that. You'll be able to see it better in pictures, I'm sure. But that is how I suggest wearing glitter. I might look crazy at soccer practice tonight, but that's okay. Now I need liner. I just don't feel complete without liner, guys. I'm gonna use our Black Friday. I'm gonna pounce in to get my color on my angled brush. and then I'm gonna press it along my lash line. It's gonna make your lashes look thicker, more defined, okay? You don't necessarily need a thick line, okay? I recommend the thinner, the better. See how you can tell it's defined, but it is not taking away from all that shadow. It's not taking away my lid space at all. I have very hooded eyes, so the thicker your liner is, the more it's gonna take away the lid space, so you're not gonna be able to see any of that eyeshadow that we spent all that time applying. So slightly wing it there and repeat. Now, if you have any trouble with liners transferring or creasing or anything like that, that's when I recommend setting your liner with a powder over it. So I don't have any other shades other than my eyebrow shade, so I'm gonna show you that. Same brush, I kind of wiped it off a little, and then I'm just going to do the same thing and press my eyeshadow. So this is Trust, what I just used on my brows and the outer corner, okay? It's gonna kind of clean up the line a little bit if it gets a little messy. Yeah, but it's mostly gonna set it. So cream, powder, set, it's gonna last longer and it's not going to flake or run or anything like that when you do that method. So I'm gonna add a little bit to my bottom lashes, or my bottom, that lash line, I can't talk. Okay, and finish up with some mascara. Last thing I usually will do is make sure where I applied the glitter is all blended really well where it meets your crease. So if it doesn't, just grab a little bit more of that bird and kind of deepen your crease slightly. And you're golden, literally golden. Oh, I'm not funny. Okay, so that was the Gold Rush bundle. I mean, I'm talking, I feel like my skin looks amazing right now. Like glistening from every angle, my eyes, holy moly. Okay, hopefully pictures will do it justice. Thank you guys so much for watching and for being here. And as always, if you have any questions, drop them in the comments below and I'd be happy to help you with whatever you guys need. Love you guys.